Welcome back to another Mailman, the brand focused on breaking the stigma around male body image issues and the mental health impact it can have on you. So why am I doing this? Well, quite simply, I want to provide a safe and protective space for men, males, those who identify as males, to basically just be themselves. I obviously grew up in a time where we didn't have YouTube, didn't really have anywhere to kind of lean on or kind of look to provide that support for me, and kind of just give me a bit more positivity throughout my early years. Once I started to feel like I'm different, I look different, once I started to feel like I have my own body image issues, I just wish I had some place that I could look towards where it could just kind of help me feel this is okay. I feel better after watching that. There are other people out there who also feel these things. Other people out there who lack the confidence, the self-belief, the self-worth. Perhaps I've had the wrong content or guidance put in front of me, which made me feel that how I look wasn't good enough, which is bullshit. I've come to realize it's complete bullshit, and that's the guidance and kind of help I want to give people out there. Anyone who feels anything kind of remotely similar, that they're not good enough, they don't look right, they need to look different because that's what social media, or that's what people, the bullies, the society, the fashion industry, the media, that's what they're all telling me, that I need to look different. But it's okay to look as you do. You shouldn't let that stop you from achieving your goals and living your dreams, finding that dream career, that dream partner, having a family. These are all the worries that I had in my mind, and look at me. I'm built different. I look different. I'm 18 stone of uniqueness. But I've got a family now. I've got 2 amazing kids, a gorgeous wife, a career, a home, a nice little Mini that I drive to work. These are all things that I was worried that I would never have because of my insecurities and the way that I looked, and the fact that I thought all these other, however you'd want to define it, good looking people were going to be more successful. The thinner people, the hench, more built people, the guys in my school that used to get all the girls. But things are different, and it took me a long time to realise that, and I wish I realised that sooner. So now all I can do is pass that wisdom on to perhaps others, younger generations that are watching this, that have this content available more readily on their devices, and hope that if they see this and they're worried and they're googling how to do something stupid like I used to do, weight loss pills, liposuction, how to lose weight. I want to just stop you for a second and make you realize that you don't need to change because other people are telling you to change. You don't need to change in order to fit in. I'm by no means the finished product here. I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself because I'm still struggling with my own insecurities. I'm very, very conscious of how I look. I wish I wasn't, but it's just something that has been conditioned in me for so long, from a young age, from being bullied, from being the bigger kid in school, to being one of the only Asians in school. That was always going to be something that made me feel different. Whereas now, fast forward 30 years, it's not so much of an issue, the diversity in schools. But the same shit keeps happening, which is people who look slightly different to 80% of the population are made to feel different, or they're being bullied because of something that perhaps they can't necessarily control at that sort of young age. I realized later on in life that, I can, if I wanted to, I can lose weight. And that all kind of came naturally to me because I started playing a lot of sport in my early teens. Started eating better. Started following, a lot more kind of health-focused content. I mean, I say content, back then it was Men's Health magazine, which you had to buy. You can't, you can watch it online. And that kind of helped me just to sort of get in shape. But then that was something that I was doing for myself at that point because I wanted to get stronger for sport, for rugby. I wanted to get faster. I wanted to bulk up a bit because it would help me, accelerate to that next level. So these are kind of things that I started doing for myself. And yes, it would be a lie to say that I didn't feel better because I look in the mirror and I, looked more like someone from one of these Men's Health magazines. I never had, the kind of poppy out muscles or anything, but I just looked a little bit trimmer, and that helped with confidence. But the key thing was I was doing that for myself at that point. I'd stopped worrying about, I have to do this in order to fit in, and because other people are telling me to do so. I can only imagine how difficult it is for younger generations these days. I can only imagine how it is for younger generations these days who have this content constantly in front of them. Look different, be like me, lose weight, especially with idiots like Andrew Tate. Kids seem to resonate towards him, but he's promoting the wrong stuff. But anyway, the long and short of it is, I'm trying to promote a safe environment, a space for anyone that's feeling a victim of, lacking self-belief, self-confidence, self-doubt. Giving them an opportunity to just hear it from someone who's been through all of this. Trust me, I've been through every single thing. I've had some crazy thoughts, quite morbid thoughts, which which I'll come on to in future episodes. But you know, if I let my mind get the better of me back then, there's a good chance, and this is completely honest, being honest, I probably wouldn't even be recording this right now. But I made that change, and it really came after I'd, you know, grown up, found a family, you know, found my wife, found, you know, had kids, found myself really. It only came, that realization only came afterwards, where I felt, why was I worrying so much? And yeah, you know, I've got all of those things, and I'm so grateful for all of those things. But I'm also the guy that you know, rarely takes his shirt off, even in front of my kids or my wife, let alone, you know, going swimming or going to a beach. I mean, I'm finding it really comfortable wearing one of these swimming shirts just to kind of hide myself. But that's just more of a personal battle, which, you know, I want to try and overcome. I want to get past that as well. You know, that would be a sad life, right? You get to kind of dying age, and I can sort of say I've never been free in that way to take off my shirt at the beach, or, you know, even just kind of go swimming with my kids and just be relaxed like all the other dads. It's quite a depressing thought, and that's something that I'm working on personally to try and overcome. But I know for a fact there are other people out there, young, my age, much older, that probably have had similar experiences or are going through similar things, or you've got kids, or you are a kid, and, you know, you're feeling insecure, you're feeling worried about something, about the way you look. But look around. We're all different. And this is becoming like more of a strap line now. But we are built different. Every single person is built different. But we are still valid. Every single person is still valid. You can still be just as successful as anyone else out there, regardless of how you look. You can still have a family. You can still attract your perfect partner. You can still have amazing kids. You can still have a home. There's nothing stopping you apart from what's in your own head and the limitations you're setting for yourself. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to kind of put that out there today and explain why I'm doing this. I want to create a community. I want to create a safe space and content that will actually help people, especially the younger generations, before it's too late and they start going down a path like me, like I did. Trying to nip that poisonous seed before it grows as quickly as possible. But in order to do that, I need to get the word out. I need to spread this. I need to get perhaps bigger influencers on board. I need your help. I need you to share this content, to like it, to subscribe. I'm still very early days. I've got no idea where this could go, but the way I see it is there are a lot of people, bigger names, celebrities, who probably have gone through similar things that can really help push this message out there. I want to help as many people as possible, especially the young ones, before it's too late. So that's it for today. Try and help me help you. Let's get this.